What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a one-turn KO for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet 7-star Blastoise raid. And when I mean a one-turn KO, I mean we're going to be knocking out this Pokemon in just one attacking move. And hopefully we'll be able to use this to farm Urban Mystica. I do want to say this video is coming out before the raid, so this is a predictions video, but you know, my predictions usually come true. At the very least, the ideas behind them usually lead to the truth once the raid comes out. And of course, guys, if you like this type of content, enjoy these videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider supporting the channel by joining the Pan Fam. Hit that join channel member button below. Now we have a real quick overview of the 7-star Blastoise raid. It's going to be Terra Steel raid, and it does have incredibly high physical defense and special defense. Its hidden ability won't really matter in this one-turn KO because it's going to be healing, but we're not going to be doing damage to it until we actually start hitting it the one time, and then we'll knock it out. So the hidden ability doesn't actually matter too much. Now, the moves it has are pretty important. You definitely want to use Pokemon that aren't going to be weak or, you know, hopefully can be resist or be immune to at least water and steel moves here. Of course, there's a lot of coverage options like Ice Beam, Aurora Sphere, Dragon Pulse, Dark Pulse. Definitely just don't be weak. If you're just neutral, you have to be an incredibly bulky Pokemon on the special defensive side and have some nice HP bulk to go along with that. So you can just guarantee yourself taking at the very least 2 hits. If one of the Pokemon dies, then the raid timer goes off and the shields come up, and then you can't do this strategy. Now, I do think it's going to set up a Rain Dance on turn 0, and in my head, I personally think it's going to have a Shell Smash on turn 0 as well, and then remove the negative status effects, and then we'll see what happens from there. It might do an Iron Defense on turn 0 as well, but I think Shell Smash is the scarier move, also because it will increase its stats by +2 on speed, special attack, and physical attack. Be more of an offensive threat to us, so that's why bulky Pokemon are being important in general. Now, for physical moves, I don't really know, but I don't think it really matters. I think the important thing is you just want to bring Pokemon that can potentially take a +2 Surf, Flash Cannon, or Ice Beam, or some of the other coverage moves. And they don't have to take them for long. They just got to take them long enough for us to get the one-turn KO off. Now, for this one-turn KO, I was trying to make this as easy as possible, and I think Poliwrath is going to be the answer here. Poliwrath is immune to water because of its ability Water Absorb. It also is resisted to ice and resisted to steel, and it has decent bulk overall. So I think it's going to be the probably premier physical attacker for the one-turn KO. And we're going to be using the item Life Orb here. Life Orb is going to give us a 30% damage boost when we do our attack. So max attack, Adamant Nature with max special defense. The ability Water Absorb, as I mentioned before. If it hits with a water move, then we're going to get our HP back, which is definitely going to be great. The idea here is that we're going to be using the move Belly Drum on turn 1. We lose half our HP, but because we do resist pretty much everything, we can take any attack and do Belly Drum on turn 1 and be A-okay. We're going to have supporters help us with Defense Cheer and Light Screen, so we're going to guarantee that we survive the second turn and go for a close combat, which is the strongest fighting type physical move that we have access to, which is base 120 damage. So a +6, 120 close combat coming into a Steel Terra Blastoise, stab super effective, is going to be able to knock it out. It will need some assistant supporter though, but that is going to be very valuable to have. Now, our only supporter is going to be Umbreon. We're going to be running 3 Umbreons here. Umbreon's a great Pokemon, absolute defensive monster, and we're going to give it the item Zoom Lens. So when the Umbreon goes last, its moves will get a 20% accuracy. Nice, because we are going to be relying on one inaccurate move. That move is going to be called Screech. Now, as you can see, max HP, max special defense with a plus special defense nature, nearly 400 in both those stats. So we're gonna be an absolute tank. We can take any of the hits coming out of the Blastoise pretty easily in general. Now, what we're gonna be doing with the Umbreon here is we have the Umbreon working a lot of jobs. So the only moves you need is Helping Hand, Light Screen, and Screech. So one of the Umbreons is going to set up a Defense Cheer. The other Umbreon is going to set up a Light Screen on turn 1. And then another Umbreon is going to use a Screech. Now, it is 85% accurate, but 85% accuracy plus 20% is going to be 100% accurate for the Screech. So we're going to get a guarantee -2 on turn 1. Now, after that, we're going to have the Helping Hand go off onto the Poliwrath and Attack Shear go off. So the Poliwrath gets another defense boost. And then one of the Umbreons is going to go for a second Screech. And that should be enough to get the one-turn KO at times 35 HP on the Blastoise. Now, there is some pitfalls here. if the Blastoise is setting up Iron Defense constantly over and over again, then you're not going to really have a great time here, and it probably would not end up being a turn 2. We can convert this into a turn 3 strategy, but that's not going to be, you know, the best if it keeps on spamming Iron Defense. Now, if it does use Shell Smash, we should be okay in general. It'll be +2. The Umbreons with a light screen and a defense cheer are going to be able to take the hits. And I ran the calcs on the Poliwrath with the belly drum. And yes, we will be able to take the hits with the defense cheer and the light screen up. So we should be good to go on the turn 2. But we'll just have to see what happens during the raid. Now let's dive into the breakdown. Now for the turn 2 Blastoise strat. So this is going to be a 1-turn KO at times 35 HP. As I already broke it down in the previous section. Poliwrath player is going to have Life Orb. Umbreons are all going to have Zoom Lens. Turn 1, the Poliwrath is going to hit that belly drum. And while it's doing belly drum, we're going to have player 2 use defense cheer. Player 4 use light screen. So that's going to help set up our defenses. That's going to give us a massive amount of bulk in general for the entire team. So we're all going to be able to survive this turn 1 and this turn 2. Now, player 3 here is going to have the zoom lens and hit those screeches. Now, when they go last, they'll have 100% accuracy on the screech. So those have to go, make sure to go last, see the other stuff happen, and then they're going to be good to go on this screech. And then on the second turn, a Poliwrath player needs to wait for all this other stuff to happen. So an attack cheer, a screech, and a helping hand. The attack cheer is like a 50% boost. Helping hand is another 50% boost. And then we need that second land. And then we're going to hit that close combat. Now, if we don't get this second screech off, we do not get the kill at times 35. But if the Blastoise is times 30, it's not 100% guaranteed to get the kill, but there is a chance that we get the kill at times 30. But the reality is it's going to be so low at that point that we can very easily finish off the raid if we just don't have this accuracy on the screech. And of course, if you're more comfortable running wide lens than zoom lens, that's going to be 94% accurate here, which is going to be, you know, work 94% of the time, hit both of these. So that's going to be very important. Now, looking at the calc for times 35 HP, which is the worst case scenario. So we're going to get a +6 Poliwrath with Life Orb. Going to have Helping Hand, Attack Cheer, and a Close Combat with -4 on the Terra Steel Blastoise because we hit the breaches. That's going to be doing 116 to 137% of the boss's max HP at times 35. So that's our guarantee 1-turn KO on turn 2. So overall, it's going to be pretty good. Like I said, a couple pitfalls. If it spams Iron Defense, and this is not going to be the ideal way. But I was looking at this with special attackers, and it's really not that easy. Just because it does have base 105 special defense, which is definitely high. And there's not a lot of good special attackers, especially on the fighting type side, that can really do enough damage even on a turn 2. And the other special attackers would be fire and ground, which are both weak to water. So it's not looking great with those other types. So let's hope this works out. And if it doesn't, you know, if it does, I'll update you. If it doesn't, I'll update you as well. But stay tuned to this channel for more Pokemon raid guides, predictions, and all that other stuff for future Pokemon games, other video games, and live streams as well. Of course, guys, if you like this type of content, enjoy these videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a good one.